after a little bit of confusion, we managed to get in, everybody. Congratulations and welcome to game number 1 of tonight's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. Now, we have a very, very special set of games for you this evening. We've got 2 Miramars, 2 Erangels, and then we've got 2 Tagos as well, which is going to be played on the live server as opposed to one of the esports servers. So that's going to be good fun. We have, I think, up to 19 teams competing this evening. Although, unfortunately, several of them are not in game number 1 because we had to swap servers and not every player had the servers downloaded. However, we will be getting them back in for game number 2. So let's go ahead and crack on. It's 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock as far as the playing path is concerned. Listing off your teams in alphabetical order. Well, no, let's list them off in the order I have on my screen here. We've got Sarvem Esports, Orglis, Exalt, Digital Athletics, Full Tilt, Primal, Thunder, Luminox, Planet, Pacific Esports, Exhalation, Yepa, Orglis 4, not to be confused with Orglis. I know that's going to be really weird. Entropic, Foot Esports, Win or Die Ding, and BBL Esports, all inside this lobby. So we are getting ready to... I'm so glad that the 2 teams with the black coloring are on the opposite sides of the map. We don't have to worry. Oh my god, Primal and with the Woo. You guys are so close together. This is technically the Woo and Scape. So some players from Scape are part of this team, and some players from the Woo are here as well. Just relaying what I've been told. I'm not 100% sure on the active rosters for both, but it's going to be a pretty sick lineup anyway. Ibby, Quizzy, Sosed, and Nixie. Looking forward to it. Wookie Bookie, of course, observing in that 5th coach role spot, as we always do. First circle has popped just north of Power Grid. We've got Exhalation taking up most of that at the moment. It looks like Orglis don't appear to have a logo on my system, but you know what? They're Orglis. It kind of works out okay. I'm cool with that. They're team number 3. Don't even worry about it. They're also very, very strong. Quetpa, Owner, Nailcop, and Western. Not names to be trifled with. If you see these guys in a lobby, running, not necessarily that bad an option. What else have we got going on? Do we have any interesting possible shenanigans? I don't know why Team Yepa don't have a logo. I'll see if I can fix that in time for game number 2. Odun, Mavisi, Groan, Ulseng, and Thenderlost. Again, very, very stacked team here. So even the teams whose names we might not be seeing every day seem to be comprised of extremely strong players. Most teams relatively okay with this circle. It's quite central. The sort of routes in from an access point of view, completely fine. Ding have options. Thunder have options. Foot Esports are going to be coming in very late, but they're going to have plenty of options as well. The only catch for Foot Esports is that around the edge of the circle, a lot of these places will already have been taken, which means they probably have to either stay right on the edge or go deeper. They won't just be able to have their choice of compound because so many teams can just stay put. Also, extremely strong roster here. T-Bone, Beamy, 8C, and Vard. We appear to have Grown knocked out here. I think that is a pure in-game team incident that we don't need to talk about. Yes, indeed. Grown also will be able to get on this bike and crack on. You have the predictions in chat for each game as well, folks. As Exalt take a couple of shots. So remember, at the start of each game, you can be betting your channel points on the number of kills the winning team will get. Of course, you will be able to get a little bit of profit from a channel points point of view if you are correct at the end of the game. We'll be doing that for all 6 games this evening. Exhalation appear to be getting into a big kerfuffle very early on. This is Pacific Esports. South of Power Grid, not 100% sure what's happening. Exhalation, they've got 3 players in this game. And Pacific Esports are 3 down. Only Celtic left for Pacific Esports. Exhalation have had a barnstorm at a start. The boom's off on the right-hand side, and Celtic hasn't actually spotted him. That's going to cost him dearly. 27 hit points and counting. Ooh! I was going to say, is he going to heal? Opts instead to try and go for the live shots. Nearly gets a couple of connects, but unfortunately, a teammate, Daboom, will be coming in with the frag grenade. And that is Pacific Esports eliminated very, very early on indeed. We have another kerfuffle here. Laosh and Orglis. This is actually problematic for Orglis because Laosh can simply move up at any time. Orglis are sort of stuck in these positions. Are the tires gone in there? You know what? They're not. Onur and Weston might be able to drive out of here. This is not a position you want to stay stuck in. Even if they think they can win the fight, they should be driving away. They have. Ketpa needs to heal. Nail Cop. Relatively close by. He's got a bike of his own, but is going to try and get up this rock, which I'm not 100% sure of. I frankly think Orglis should just be bailing here. Laosh has got such a good position on top. Yes, if they get the knock, it's going to be fairly valuable, but there's still 15 teams in the lobby. Getting into a good position for phase 2 and beyond is probably what they need to prioritize right now. Yeah. Into the vehicles. Completely understood. 2 hits onto Ketpa actually puts him at risk. Big risk as well. Lovely shot from the mini there. And Orglis will escape, but only with 3. Great shot back from Nail Cop. Laosh trades damage. Ketpa, is he going to get... Oh, no! Is he really getting... Wow. Orglis, go on. Very well done. Ketpa manages to get res there. And Laosh has all the work to do again. Weston goes down this time as well. This is why you want to get away from those open positions as quickly as possible. Even if they escape with all 4. Which they won't now because Extens and Hyruzen have decided to join the fight. It means that you use so much of your utility really, really early on. Exalt finishes off Yepa. A win or die here. Just moving up even further against Orglis. Nail Cop does get a trade. Great nade. Gets a lot of damage done onto Ketpa. The Molotov going just far, unfortunately. Weston sacrificing himself to do a little bit of scouting. Hyruzen goes down to Nail Cop, and this might actually allow Weston to get revived. Is he asking his teammate to get him? He's not. Weston's going to bleed out. So Nail Cop here, rescuing the situation just a little bit. Him and Ketpa, now a duo against Win or Die. Still 2 minutes left before phase 1 moves in. This is... I mean, in a competitive game, this would almost be unheard of because when you have 2 teams fighting early game, guys, the potential upside is you get 4 points for killing the other team, right? But the potential downside is you just bow out of the game with no placement points. So, like, from a risk-reward perspective, it's not great, which is why you don't normally see stuff like this, which is why when things like this happen, it's a reasonably big deal. Ketpa's been spotted from elsewhere. That's full tilt. Third partying like nobody's business. He's got no vest left as well. The only good news for Ketpa right now is that the third parties are coming in against Win or Die too, but Ramek manages to say pause on all of that. Gets Ketpa too. Nail Cop now looking an increasingly lonesome figure against this landscape, unfortunately. Not too sure there's much else he can do now. I don't think he has a vehicle to get away with as well. Let's have a peek. He's able to run away, but has he got a vehicle? It doesn't look like... Oh, is that... Oh, God. Getting to this Murado would mean being seen by Laosh. Yeah, I'm not... He could risk it. Is Laosh looking? Laosh is looking. Coming forward instead, and that actually puts him into the clutches of Ramek. Good hits by Ramek. Laosh continuing to put the covering fire down. Ramek safe. Plenty of time to heal before he moves on. More grenades coming in as the rest of Win or Die now absolutely chase down Orglis. He's gone into a compound instead. Remember, this isn't exactly outside of circle where Win or Die have to very, very urgently move away. This is very much in circle where there's plenty of time to execute. 8C now coming up to see what the fuss is about. Sees the Murado. knows that something has gone on here. Decides not to investigate further for now. Ramek and Extens taking a look at the compound. Leosh doesn't really want to move from this high ground right now because it's going to be useful moving into zone later. Phase 2 has meant that they're properly on the eastern edge right now. Win or die essentially have to commit to staying to this position if Leosh wants to continue being the lookout. Oh dear. Wu and Scape having a bit of a hard time here. Fully tilt managing to get Ibby. Sarvan Esports very, very close by to Quizzy as well. What a beautiful knock from out of the car. Needs to find a little bit of time to heal. Global Army goes down for Sarvan. Quizzy looking for an alternative angle. He finds one, but full tilt, unfortunately, with the third party. It's absolutely nailing this area with shots. They're shooting against 3 different teams right now. They are absolutely loving life. So Keto goes down to BBL, who have joined this fight as well, but Wu and Scape out of the game. Sarvem close to them, full tilt third partying. BBL getting members of full tilt. Soketo out of the game now as well. It's all kicking off. Very early on in this game too. This is not the kind of fight we typically see between phase 1 and 2, especially not when it, you know, the circle's been relatively central. It hasn't exactly been off towards an island or anything particularly unusual. Teams that have just kind of chilled out. Exhalation after their initial skirmish. Digital Athletics very happy to relax. Ding have just quietly got a decent spot. Exhalation slightly less quietly have got a decent spot. And BBL smack bang in the middle of power grid, not wanting to move anywhere, which is completely fair enough. Nail Cop has moved out of that brick building and is now on the northern side of these hills. I'm not sure to what extent Win or Die know that he's here. Extents is looking around, but not specifically in the direction that Nail Cop has moved. So I think he may have escaped for now, guys. He comes back around later, it'll be interesting. It does mean he can sort of hole up here. Will he be able to get a vehicle? Is there anything left in San Martin? At first glance, it doesn't look like it, but he should be able to continue on foot. Uh-oh. Does Ramek Boss know that someone's here? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't believe it! That's exactly what Ramek is saying right now. He's like, really? After all of this? Are you serious? Are you for cereal? If Nail Cop can get away in that Murado as well, that would be icing on the cake. Oh dear! Very much spotted by Thunder there. The Smoker tracking the attention of a completely different team. And that is Bib in there. Mark 14 as well, so a hefty amount of damage. Phase 3 has popped. It's a proper northern shift between 12 and 1 o'clock hard shift, which means that the decent positions down south that Exhalation enjoyed, that Ding enjoyed, no longer feasible. Digital Athletics right on the edge of the zone. We've got Exhalation comfortably in the middle as well. They're going to be good, and Thunder have basically 40% of Phase 3 to themselves right now. So all very interesting stuff indeed. Exalt have spotted Primal moving away and are trying to get a knock as they move out. They won't be able to. Ooh. Karsu and RTX not having the greatest time. Foot Esports in the meanwhile are getting a little bit hairy with Sarvem. Beamy down and out. 80 very close to down as well, and Baron Pete gets a great frag grenade. Unfortunately, that's after 80 manages to get a couple of knocks himself. Sarvem Esports with the vehicle explosion will actually be finished off by Foot as well, so Foot will be able to continue. I think with 3, BBL have heard these shots. I'm not sure they're going to be in a position, though, to come in and capitalize. Actually, I take that back. Smash has got a good shot. You can see the vehicle 80's at as well. So maybe this is good enough. Oh no, hang on. They're getting interrupted. Here comes Full Tilt. I don't know if Full Tilt didn't hear the shots coming out from here, but I'm very surprised that they chose to just waltz up right in the middle. They had Foot Esports on one side, BBL on the other. They've lost RTX. Iconics has had to heal, and Karsu has left the car after it's burning. This gives a little bit of a lifeline to Foot, you know. 8C's managed to get back up. BBL are no longer just looking at Foot Esports. Smash is occupied. This is looking all right. All right. It's made it a lot more interesting, that's for sure. And Foot Esports, Full Tilt, sorry, I guess, had to get there at some point so that they can get in. I'm just surprised that they didn't already have the intel that they were driving between two teams. It's going to cost them. And they've got a Vard to contend with as well. 3x on the M4. Good grenade coming out. I believe that was from Karsu. Vard gets out of the way in time. Iconics now retaking the place that Karsu was in before. Nade coming in. I think that might have been from T-Bone. Vard pushing in. Excellent initial nade. Forcing both members of Full Tilt there to get back. Sees Iconics. Doesn't connect with the spray. Karsu on the right. Iconics dead ahead. Karsu might be looking to get a little bit of a flanking position up. Let's see how aggressive they want to be. Yes, they are. Just from below this lip, they found a rock. And this will be their base of operations, throwing those nades out. But into the blue they go, actually. Not particularly close to the edge there. And now Foot have a problem. Because Smash and BBL Esports have decided that now is the time to have a little bit of a peek. To be fair to them, they're inside the compound still. They're not exactly rushing in to third party this, guys. They just happen to be in a position where if Foot Esports started engaging someone else, BBL were very happy to take advantage of that. Vard and T-Bone go down as well as a result. So Full Tilt, this is playing into their hands. If Clib hadn't already gone down, Smash and Clib might have been DMRing Iconics and Karsu as they were finishing off Foot. They've got 8C off in the distance as well in the blue. Not 100% sure what he's going to be able to do here. That vehicle had one tire lost. He's got 4 first aids, but that's about it. He's going to try and loot some more, but otherwise, sadly, this is going to be quite a lonely existence for the rest of the game. Exhalation fighting against Digital Athletics, but they've got Primal significantly closer to home and have to worry about them as well. They're 4 kills so far with 3 players left alive. Oh, Daz might have gotten shot through the window if Daboom waited just another second. But the timing didn't quite work out there. Very, very close indeed. Ding as well, essentially surrounded by Digital Athletics right now. Win or Die is a third party from very, very much afar. And I love the awareness from Digital Athletics. They're going, okay, we can hear where the third parties are coming from. Sail! He goes down. Aimlot, fantastic second nade onto Namor. Is that going to be a little far? Just a little bit far. Third one might not be. It's bouncing a lot earlier, but it's slightly overcooked. And Aimlaw survives in the smokes. I don't know how. Thunder actually get that knock. Leosh will go and steal the point. Senya coming up to try and be the hero for Ding. God knows they need it right now. He's the last player left standing as Phase 4 closes in. BBL Esports eliminating Exalt off screen. I think Huth is looking in this direction, but maybe didn't spot Senya. Don't necessarily know what that means, though. Lots of nades getting chucked. Senya's going to know it's at least not at him. Primal and Digital Athletics finally having the fight that they were threatening to have earlier, before everyone was busy shooting at Ding instead. Senya needs to think about how he can actually loop back around into the circle. Because if he doesn't do that, could be for not very much. Phase 5 takes us out of all compounds, by the way. So relatively open. We're looking for Hillside in the middle of the zone. 5 damage a second. What can Senya do with this? He has to keep moving. He's got no choice. Up to 4 first aids now, which is fair enough, but again, that's only so much time it can buy you. Metrelius, Lyron, and Code Marco still alive for Digital Athletics, who have got 5 points on the board already, remember. And there are 9 teams left in this game. By the time we get down to 8, this will end up with placement points for every single team that's left. Senya down to 2 first aids, but at least successfully into zone. Well, for the next 5 or 10 seconds anyway. Phase 5 now coming in. Now, if you didn't want to take damage before, you really don't want to take damage now. Digital Athletics spotted. Senya working out what he should be doing about it. Starting to fire now probably isn't a good idea. They can just hold you out to blue. Sees the Marauder of Thunder as well. Lots of damage being done by that blue zone. You do not want to stay in there for long. Might not have a choice. Marco finishing off Auglis and getting Marbo from Thunder at the same time. Marbo very split right now. Duff firing against the teammate of Code Marco. Doesn't... Oh, actually, Lyron's knocked, I beg your pardon. So we'll see how effective this can be. Lots of bouncing flashbangs to try and flash someone who's over that ridge. Here comes Senya. Dust gone all the way back up. Code Marco doesn't quite get the knock. And this is going to play into Senya's hands, I reckon. He knows it's Digital Athletics and Thunder. What will Senya do? Foot Esports on the bottom of the circle, going up against BBL. Smash and Rustin are both down, just Miracu and Clib remaining. For the big boss life. This is an excellent opportunity for Senya again as Thunder now push into Digital Athletics. They are significantly less split than they were before, but it's just free kill and Duff. I think free kill's going to feel like he needs at least one more knock before we can afford to res. Kroger's coming out now. He left it just a little bit too long. Daboom is going to be able to get a free kill. That's Exhalation out. Looking for blood. Metrelius is here as well. The third party is strong. We're up to our top 4 teams now. I have to say, Exhalation, with their combat timing, has been really good. Finally, Senya makes his appearance. To be fair, he's been waiting for, is that a 4th party? A 5th? A 6th? We don't even know. But Ding's in the top 4. And after Senya went down to a solo, I think you'd take that. Not sure if Senya knows how many members of Exhalation are still alive. Knows that that rock is a hot spot. Excellent flash grenade to start. Very good frag. Oh, I beg your pardon. That wasn't that good at all. I thought it was going just to the right-hand side of the rock. I do beg your pardon there. Daboom gets headshot. We need Hoba to pick up for him. He does. He trades out. Ding eliminated in 4th place. Exhalation have lost Salik, but Daboom and Hoba will make it a duo. They're going up against BBL, who have 2. And BBL, crucially, are going up against 4 members of Entropic. That ES test, PLH02, that's Mixie. He gets the first knock. Miracu and Clib will go down. BBL Esports in 3rd place. It's Entropic Exhalation. Straight up for the first chicken dinner of the evening. Hoba and Daboom have got some work to do. Let's take a look at what the circle looks like. This is phase 6. Entropic basically have everything. It's not too much Exhalation can do here unless they get, I would say, the first 2 knocks. Going to be fairly crucial. Hoba's not actually in circle right now. Let's take a look at what angle would be. Yeah, this is a problem. Look, this would be in circle, but you haven't actually got any cover here. So you'll have to rotate a little bit further. And hold out where Daboom is here. I think that's the only play. Entropic, though, with all four alive. I love that Evas is still staying so far away with the spoiler angle as well, providing information to his teammates. The 8x on the SKS is no slouch either. And next circle, donutting onto Entropic, forcing Exhalation through. No question now. Just a matter of time. Exhalation, I reckon, need to get the first 2 knocks. If they do, the momentum can see them through, but getting 2 knocks against a 4-strong Entropic when they've got the circle as well is such a huge Herculean task. Not sure they can do it, really. That damage onto Hoba I don't think was from the gun of Evas. You saw 21 damage going down there. Pretty sure that was from a teammate. We are patiently waiting. These guys to reposition. Daboom. I mean, he took some damage, and all he can really do is sit there. And because in order to get to the next bit of hard cover, you're just in trouble. There's nothing you can do. Daboom going for a straight up snipe fight with Evas. It's not working. He's one hit. Is Evas going to get it done? He is indeed. That's Exhalation out in second place. But congratulations to Entropic with exactly 7 kills to win game number 1 of tonight's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. In second place, we have Exhalation with 9 kills. Very strong showing from them. And in third place with 6 kills, we have BBL Esports. Well done.